Do you think that all cruise excursions are just repeats of the same experiences? Think again. These experiences we're going to talk about are going to elevate your vacation and are perfect for empty nesters eager for something unique and different. We're going to explore 11 different cruise excursion types that will take your vacation to the next level. Whether you're seeking relaxation or adventure, got something for every single empty nester looking to make unforgettable memories. Let's dive into these incredible activities you don't want to miss on your next cruise. Stay with us to the end to find out how exploring this one aspect of a destination can turn your cruise into an unforgettable adventure. So let's face it, empty nesters, we're not in our 20s anymore. Hell, we're not in our 30s anymore. We're a little older, a little wiser, hopefully. And I think we're looking for, I know I am, something different, something unique. We've all done the snorkeling. Yes, I still enjoy snorkeling. We've all done the party buses. We've all done the days soaking up the sun at the beach. We've all done those types of excursions, the zip lining, the quads, all that, swimming with pigs and dolphins and manta rays and all that. Let's do something different. Let's do something that is an experience. So now, and I'm not against any of the things I said, and actually you're going to see there some of my suggestions include some of that stuff, but I want to do it a little bit differently. First up, private beach day. We've all been to the beach in various islands. We've all been to the beach. Anybody on the East Coast has been to, the East Coast beaches or West Coast or whatever. And, we all know the experience of spending a day with 200 to 2,000 of our friends all sharing, 40 feet of beach. No, that's not how we do it. We do private beach days. We spend some money and we find the secluded beaches, the ones where you have to reserve a spot. The ones where it comes with a waiter and it comes with service and it comes with cushioned lounges and you get to enjoy the peace and quiet and the sounds of the ocean and not the sounds of, hey, you want to buy my bracelet for $5? That's a different kind of experience. Wine tasting tours. Now, I'm not a wine connoisseur, okay, but I've done some wine tasting tours because I learn things and I learn what kinds of wine I can tolerate and what kind of wine I really don't like and how eating this and drinking this wine changes the flavor of both. And vineyards are beautiful. Find yourself a wine tasting tour, not a mass market one where you're there with 40 people. Find a local one where there's 2 of you or 4 of you or maybe 8 and you go to some of the smaller vineyards that the general public doesn't get to see. Spa day excursions. Now, we all know that pretty much every cruise ship in the world these days has got a spa on board. I'm not talking about spending the day on the ship in the cruise ship spa. I'm talking about finding the local luxury resort where you can buy a day pass or a spa pass and get couples massages or facials or private saunas that you can just indulge yourself in. Scenic rail rides. Why not take a scenic train journey through breathtaking landscapes, lush mountains, or coastal views? I don't know about you. When's the last time you got on a train for anything but getting to and from work? There's something special. There's something different about taking a train ride when you're there to enjoy the countryside, when you're there to enjoy the experience and get pampered. Snorkeling, scuba diving, we've talked about those. Why not take a private excursion where there's 4 of you on the boat instead of 40, and they take you to the places where they won't take hundreds of people each day, or they'll take you there when those people have already left and the life underwater has calmed down because there's not all these human beings making a mess. Small private excursions offer you different experiences. Don't get me wrong, I've been on the Jolly Rogers, I've done those snorkeling trips, and they're a lot of fun. With the right crew and the right guests, it's a blast. I'm talking about a different kind of trip, though. Nature hikes, there is so much beauty out there. There's national parks, there's rainforests, there's coastal trails. Do a little bit of research, or if you want, hire a local tour guide to take you through some of that beauty and show you parts of the island, parts of the country you're in that you can't reach in a dune buggy. Cooking classes. The idea of going to a local restaurant, putting on an apron, and having a local chef, somebody who's born and raised in that island, in that country, show me how to cook their specialty and tell me about the local fruit and the local vegetables and the local fish and how to prepare it and why it tastes this way and where it came from. Historical sites, there are a lot of, mass market, cruise excursions to the historical sites. Nothing wrong with that. I want to see the smaller sites. I want to see the ruins. I want to learn about the history of this country, the history of this island. And I want to do it one-on-one. I don't want to be on a double-decker bus with 50 people all screaming questions at this poor person who's trying to tell us about her country and the history and this and that and the other thing while she's standing facing backwards on a bus as it's bumpy and she's falling all over the place. No, I want to be in a air-conditioned sedan or minivan and have the tour guide say, yeah, this is where I grew up and this is where I live now and this is the history of my country and that's my best friend and this is where we all go to hang out and this is, I want that kind of thing, that kind of experience. Kayaking, paddleboarding, again, you can get these mass market. Don't do the mass market. Do the research. Find the small group. Find the local company that's going to take you on some of those backwaters that the groups of 50 can't get to. And you're going to see the beauty of their island or their country from aboard. Ziplining, again, everybody loves the zip line. Personally, I really enjoy it. The thrill, the adventure, but also the beauty. Most of your zip line adventures, you're not zip lining over top of factories, or warehouses. You're zip lining through the rainforest. You're zip lining across the coast, But again, mass market, not personally my favorite, but definitely something a lot of us empty nesters still enjoy. We like to get that heart pumping. This one of my favorites, private yacht cruises. Yes, I know you're getting off of a ship. Why would you get back on a ship? Well, you're getting off of a ship of 2, 4, 6, 8,000 people, and you're getting onto a private yacht of 4 people, 8 people. And you're seeing bays and areas of the island and the country that you can't see from the ship. And that the Jolly Rogers can't get to because the bay is too small. The lagoon is too small. So you're seeing things, you're getting experiences that you can't get from a cruise ship sponsored tour. Chocolate tours, coffee tours. Again, you go to a lot of these islands, these countries, and they grow their own coffee or they make their own chocolate. Don't do the mass market. Get into a small group where you actually get a tasting of all the different chocolates. And I'm not talking that, little 1-inch square that, the entire party bus gets when you stop there. No, I'm talking a tasting of, oh yeah, here's the 6 different kinds of chocolate we make. Have a little bit of this. Now, have that with a sip of this wine or a sip of this rum. How does that change the flavor? Same thing with the coffee. If you go to a coffee producing country, oh man, fresh coffee, the different flavors, the different tastes, the smells, cultural performances. Go to a local dance theater, a local music theater, experience a local recital, learn about their culture. It's a whole different world when you do it in small groups versus doing it with 50 people. Now, don't get me, I know I've said this before, but there's nothing wrong with those 40 and 50 people, type trips. They're fine. We've been there, done that. We want something different, something unique, something that we're going to remember more. Speaking of remembering, take a helicopter ride. Get up in that helicopter and get a tour of the island, get a tour of the mountains, wherever you're at. It's a whole different view, a whole different feeling, at 1,000 feet or 2,000 feet. And yeah, the experience is unique. Botanical garden tours, art gallery, museum visits. Those are nothing new to, cruise excursions. Do them differently. Don't do them in the group of 50, okay? Spend the extra money. Talk to your travel agent. Have them find you a small group tour where there's going to be 8 of you max, and you're going to tour areas of those gardens or the museums, either that other people can't get to, or at least you're going to do it without a group of 50 going from here to here to here to here. Okay, it's a different experience. If you like to fish, grab a private fishing charter. Get out on the water on a small 20 or 30 foot fishing boat where it's the captain, the first mate, and 4 of you out there fishing for the day. Horseback riding on the beach, another really cool excursion. Another one where I don't want to be horse number 12 in a line of a horse of 30 horses where ain't none of them doing anything but walking, because they have to cater to the lowest common denominator. Cruise through the mangrove swamps or mangrove forest. a whole different world when you're on a small fan boat or a canoe going through the mangroves instead of in a 40-foot Jolly Roger. This one is my favorite. I do as many cultural type tours as I possibly can, because I don't want to just go and, oh, it's beautiful. No, I want to learn about the people. I want to learn about the history. I want to taste the local food. I want to drink the local drinks, the rums, the coffees, whatever they make there. I want to learn about what it's like living there. To me, that's what makes things memorable. That's what makes things different, unique, special. Does that make sense? Now that you know how to plan the most amazing shore excursions, you're going to need to know about how to capture your cruise memories. Because if you don't, you might miss out on preserving some of those magical moments. I'm going to show you how to do that in this video.